What is up, everybody? Nick Fiore, Furious Nation YouTube channel, right here on YouTube. This is the NXT UK review from yesterday, December the 17th of 2020. Now, can I say a decent show? I think so. As always with NXT UK. So, yeah. Decent show from NXT UK a day ago. We had the main event, NXT UK Tag Team title match between Mark Coffey and Wolfgang of Gallus versus the Hunt of Primate and Wild Boar with Eddie Dennis in the corner of the Hunt. We got Kaylee Ray in action. We got also, yes, and I must say this, and it's in the title and thumbnail of this very video. Benjamin Carter, one of the hottest free agents in professional wrestling right now. He was also on AEW Dark a while ago, and he's British. Benjamin Carter, also trained by Seth Rollins. Benjamin Carter is officially NXT UK. Ben Carter is coming to NXT UK, folks. Now, I've only watched him months before on AEW Dark a while ago, and man, oh man, is he that damn fucking good. And I think Benjamin Carter, I think he's early 20s, I believe. I think he's like 22 or... Let me see. Benjamin Carter age. Ben Carter. Let's see. Ben Carter age. I think he's like 22 years old, I think. 22 years old, I think, but he's in early 20s. He has an entire career ahead of him. But Benjamin Carter to NXT UK. I expect big things from NXT UK, and I think he's going to do really well there, and excited for him. And NXT UK with Benjamin Carter, I think it's going to be real good, in my opinion. Ben Carter, man, he's officially NXT UK. Benjamin Carter, Tyler Bate, Benjamin Carter versus Tyler Bate, Benjamin Carter, A Kid, Benjamin Carter and Walter, Benjamin Carter and Dave Mastiff, Benjamin Carter and Trent Seven, Benjamin Carter versus Jordan Devlin. That would be great. Benjamin Carter versus Noam Dar, Benjamin Carter versus Ilya Dragunov, Benjamin Carter versus Joe Coffey. I mean, that would be some really good stuff there. But Benjamin Carter, man, going to NXT UK, this should be real good. If it was Raw, no. But he's NXT UK, he's going to do really well over there. Because Triple H knows what he's doing. He gets it. Vince is just out of touch and he needs to retire. But Benjamin Carter's NXT UK. Happy for the guy. And I think he's going to do really well over there, over in NXT UK. And I expect big things from an NXT UK in the year of 2021. So that's my take on that. But a decent show from NXT UK a day ago. I watched it. Now, NXT UK. I didn't watch it live yesterday, but I caught up. But I watched it later on in the night, late last night before I went to sleep last night, and I watched it for the hour, and it was a decent show. It was a decent show. We had Kaylee Ray in action. She's probably going to wrestle Jinny or Piper Niven in the future, one of them or maybe both. They also announced Jinny versus Piper Niven one-on-one for... They also announced in 3 weeks on NXT UK, it's going to be Jinny versus Piper Niven one-on-one. That should be good. They also have this New Year's Eve NXT UK episode next week. I don't know what they're going to do with that. If they're going to have some show matches from the UK from the past. I don't know what they're going to do with that, or have an actual NXT UK episode for Christmas Eve next Thursday, because it is Christmas Eve holiday. I don't know, but we'll see what happens next week. But with all that, but last night, but yesterday, NXT UK, a decent show in my opinion. And we're going to go over what happened on the show yesterday. But before we do so, before we get started with the NXT UK review, I would like for you to hit that like button. I'm begging you to hit that like button. I don't know what if you have not hit that like button, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell for all notifications, so then that way you guys are all notified, and then so then that way you guys know whenever I upload videos from the channel right onto YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all notifications, and make sure you hit that like button for this video. And follow me on Twitter at FioriNick579. Follow me on Instagram at NicholasFiori2014. And follow me on Facebook at Nicholas.Fiori.31. And that is that as far as social media platforms goes. I'm also going to be doing, most likely within next week, I'm also going to be doing video gaming right here on the channel. The first video game I'm going to play right here on the channel for you guys next week is going to be, it's official, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 on the PlayStation 2 season mode. I put a tweet up on Twitter last night. Actually, I put the tweet on Twitter. 10:56 p.m. from December 17th from last night. I put up a tweet on my Twitter. I tweeted, "Hey guys, which superstar would you like me to play as in season mode for WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 on the Furious Nation YouTube channel? Batista, John Cena, Kurt Angle, or other?" Parentheses, leave comment. So 10 hours, 48 minutes left to vote. So whoever wins the vote, I'm going to play as in season mode for SmackDown vs. Raw 07 next week. And that will be here on the channel next week, so look out for that. And December 28th, it's going to be Monday of this year and this month, December the 28th. And that day, and it's going to be on that day, and it's going to be before Raw, before the last Raw of 2020 that day. And it's going to be before Raw and the last Raw of 2020. It's going to be before that. On this channel, the WWE year-end, the WWE year-end 2020 review. We got 15 categories. We got nominees of like Match of the Year, Male of the Year, Female of the Year, Faction of the Year, Technical of the Year, Worst Segment of the Year, Failure of the Year, Breakout Star of the Year, etc., etc. We're going to go over the winners of the voting of those categories and stuff on the channel on December 20th. Right here in this channel on December 28th. It's going to be me, DJ Storms, and Adam. So that's going to be awesome. So look out for that on December 28th. Mark it on your calendars, guys. You're not going to want to miss that. So December 28th, 2020, before Raw that day, Furious Nation YouTube channel right here on YouTube. Me, DJ Strums, and Adam going over the year-end review stuff for 2020 for WWE. Should be really good, and it's going to be can't miss. So you're not going to want to miss that, and look out for that, and make sure you tune into that. Mark it on your calendars because it's going to be really good stuff. It's going to be great. And we might as well get started with the NXT UK review from NXT UK episode yesterday, December the 17th of 2020. So we start the match. So we start the show off with a match, non-title. NXT UK, it's a one-on-one women's match, non-title. And current NXT UK Women's Champion Kaylee Ray versus Isla Dawn. This was a good match. The match starts off with a collar and elbow tie-up, and then a wrist lock exchange afterwards. Ray then backs Dawn into the ropes. The referee then calls for a clean break. Then Dawn reverses out of the Irish whip from Kaylee Ray. Then Dawn drives her knee into the midsection of Kaylee Ray. Dawn then with a sliding elbow smash. And then Dawn with the PK. And Dawn follows that up with a double knee drop for a 2 count. That meteor knee thing, the meteor thing that AK straight to Sasha Banks. Isla Dawn hits that for a near fall. Kaylee Ray kicks out of that at 2. Kaylee Ray then clotheslines Isla Dawn. Then Ray repeatedly stomps on Dawn's back. Ray then slams Dawn's head on the top turnbuckle pad. Ray is then choking Dawn with the boot. Then the referee admonishes Ray, followed by a snapmare takeover. Ray then goes for a knee drop, but Dawn ducks out of the way. Dawn with a pump knee strike, which looked brutal. Dawn then unloads 3 mid kicks. Dawn with a running knee strike. Dawn hits the running Meteora for a 2 count. That Meteor, my apologies. That Meteor, the Meteor, that knee thing, the Meteor that Sasha Banks does. Isla Dawn hits that on Kaylee Ray for a 2 count. Kaylee Ray then drives her knee into the midsection of Isla Dawn. Short arm reversal by Dawn. Then Dawn connects with the backdrop driver for a 2 count. She almost beats Kaylee Ray off of that move. Dawn then punches Ray in the back. Dawn then follows up with forearm shivers. Then Dawn with clubbing blows to Kaylee Ray's back. Dawn then sends Ray into the corner. Ray then ducks a clothesline from Dawn. Ray then drops Dawn with the tornado DDT for a 2 count, which looked beautiful. Ray then applies the Koji clutch, 8 shades of Sami Zayn. And this looked pretty nice, and Kaylee Ray almost got Isla Dawn to tap from that. Or Kaylee Ray almost got Isla Dawn to tap out from that move. But Dawn puts her foot on the bottom rope, which forces a rope break. Kaylee Ray and Isla Dawn are then trading back and forth shots. Ray then fights out of the fireman's carry position. Isla Dawn tries to put Kaylee Ray up on fireman's carry position, but Kaylee Ray fights out of it. And Ray then hits Kaylee Ray hits a super kick on Isla Dawn. Ray then follows up with this. Kaylee Ray then follows up with this by planting Isla Dawn with the gory bomb for the 1, 2, 3. And the winner of this match, the winner of this non-title match by pinfall, the current NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray then they show the replay of the finish of the match. And then Kaylee Ray has a microphone, and she says, Piper Niven, Jenny, whichever one of you is watching this, one of you better be watching this, because I'm the NXT UK Women's Champion, and I'm going to be forever, for a long time, the NXT UK Women's Champion. And and Kaylee Ray then also says she's the longest reigning champion in all of WWE. She's the longest reigning, and that she's also the longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champion in history, and that she'll forever be the NXT UK Women's Champion. Kaylee Ray herself, NXT UK Women's Champion, the NXT UK Women's Champion for a very long time. Kaylee Ray, Isla Dawn, really good match. Kaylee Ray and Isla Dawn, really good match, and a good promo after the match by Kaylee Ray. And Kaylee Ray beats Isla Dawn in a good match. And something that the main roster, especially Raw, should do, they should take notes from this, especially. Champions should not lose clean. Kaylee Ray did not. The NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray, doesn't lose clean. Wow, what a concept. NXT UK champions don't lose clean in non-title matches, but yet we get the New Day losing clean in non-title matches. Stupid. How come NXT UK gets it right, but the main roster, especially on Monday nights, don't fucking understand it and get it? Am I losing my mind here, or am I just making sense? Anyways, but Kaylee Ray, the champion, winning as she should. Champion should not lose clean on title matches. I don't care what it is or what situation it is. Kaylee Ray wins. Right move. Isla Dawn looked good in defeat, though. And it looks like Kaylee Ray cut a good promo after this match. Kaylee Ray is definitely a clear-cut heel in this thing, but looks like we're getting Kaylee Ray versus and it looks like we're getting hold on. Drink. I'm good, guy. I'm good. And it looks like we're getting Kaylee Ray versus either Jenny and Piper Niven. Well, Kaylee Ray and Piper Niven. I mean, they could do that again for a third time. Piper Niven versus Kaylee Ray, or Kaylee Ray and Jenny, or maybe Kaylee Ray versus Jenny versus Piper Niven in triple threat. Who knows? But I'm liking what they're doing with Kaylee Ray, and I'm liking what they're doing with Jenny and Piper Niven as well. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Aoife Valkyrie is the woman to take the title off Kaylee Ray. And I think they're waiting until there's fans back and when the next UK takeover is for NXT UK. I heard NXT UK takeover Dublin was supposed to happen in April of 2020, but then that got canceled because of COVID-19, because of the coronavirus pandemic. And they're probably waiting until they're probably waiting until fans are back to do the next NXT UK takeover with Dublin. And I think they're waiting for fans to come back to that NXT UK takeover with Aoife taking the title, with Aoife Valkyrie taking the title off Kaylee Ray at that event. And they're probably waiting for fans back for all that to happen. So Aoife Valkyrie is definitely the woman to take the title off Kaylee Ray. I think she is the perfect one to take the title off Kaylee Ray. And I think they're waiting for fans to come back for that in order for that to happen, in my opinion. Because Aoife Valkyrie beating Kaylee Ray for the NXT UK Women's title in front of fans at an NXT UK takeover in Dublin, in Aoife Valkyrie's home country, like, you cannot get better than that. And you got to have fans with that, not these virtual fans. Virtual fans doesn't count. You need to have actual fans for that to happen. You need actual live fans in order for that to happen. So that's that. But Kaylee Ray, Jenny, and Piper Niven for now should be really good. And then they also announced during the show, they announced they had Sid Scala in his office. They had Piper Niven approach Sid Scala. Piper Niven said that she's sick and tired of Jenny's actions as of late, and said that she wants Jenny one-on-one. Well, actually, before that, we then get a promo package of Benjamin Carter coming to NXT UK. They have William Regal and Seth Rollins, and they had Ashton Smith. They had Nigel McGuinness. They had Mark Coffey and Wolfgang of Dallas talk over how Benjamin Carter, like, you know, he's like he's one of a kind, and he's the future, and he's gonna do and they're looking forward to him coming to NXT UK. They go over Benjamin Carter's indie matches, and they say, like, he brings a lot to the table. William Regal then said, like, you know, Benjamin Carter was trained by Seth Rollins. He was trained at Seth Rollins' wrestling school in Iowa, the state of Iowa. Rollins then said that Benjamin Carter, like, you know, asked a lot of questions. Like, he has a lot of dedication. Seth was saying about Benjamin Carter, and Seth was saying the sky's the limit for Benjamin Carter. So that was that. So like I said earlier in this video, expect big things for Benjamin Carter in NXT UK. He'll probably start in NXT UK, his debut match for NXT UK in 2021, but I'm looking forward to Benjamin Carter in NXT UK, and he should do really, really good over in NXT UK is Benjamin Carter. Let's take a drink again. Like, imagine Jordan Devlin versus Benjamin Carter. Holy shit, take my fucking money. Take my fucking money. You know? But that I will say about Benjamin. But that is that. And then we have Ilya Dragunov. Drink again. I don't know. Phlegm in my throat is a motherfucker, man. Holy shit. Throat is dry as a motherfucker, man. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. And then the next thing we get is this highlight package of Ilya Dragunov and Walter for the NXT UK Championship from weeks ago, which was absolutely fucking excellent. Absolutely fucking outstanding match from weeks ago in NXT UK for the NXT UK Championship between Walter and Ilya Dragunov. And Dragunov is interviewed. He talks about this match, saying that Dragunov said that he loved the match, but at the same time he didn't because he made a promise that he'd beat Walter for the NXT UK title. He said he disappointed himself that he didn't win the championship, and he should have. He was so close. And he says, he can. And he says he knows he can beat Walter for the NXT UK championship. And this is an emotional interview with Ilya Dragunov, man, and Ilya Dragunov and Walter. It's definitely not over, not by any means. They're definitely gonna have another match, but this time Dragunov is winning that title. And they're probably waiting for the next. And again, just like I just said about Aoife Valkyrie and Kaylee Ray, just like with that one, Ilya Dragunov beating Walter for the NXT UK Championship. I think they're waiting for the fans to. I think they're waiting for fans to be allowed back again safely, and I think they're waiting for the next NXT UK takeover as well, because Dragunov beating Walter for the NXT UK title. Dragunov beating Walter for the NXT UK Championship. Imagine if that was in front of fans. That would be great. And you need fans for that. These virtual fucking geek fans doesn't count. I'm sorry. It doesn't. That only goes so far. You need actual live fans. I don't care what anyone says. You need to have fans. For Aoife Valkyrie beating Kaylee Ray, and for Ilya Dragunov beating Walter, and for Ilya Dragunov beating Walter. You need fans for both of those things. So that I will say, but a good interview here, emotional interview from Ilya Dragunov here with this interview with Ilya Dragunov talking about Dragunov's match with Walter for the NXT UK title weeks ago on NXT UK. Dragunov versus Walter is definitely far from over. This is their match from weeks ago on NXT UK for the NXT UK Championship between Walter and Ilya Dragunov for the NXT UK title weeks ago on NXT UK. That is definitely not a one and done. This is far from over. In fact, they're only just getting started, in my opinion. Now, it's going to be very hard for those two to. Now, it's going to be very hard for those two to have their second encounter be better than their first encounter, but those two are. But Walter and Dragunov Part 2, it's going to be a war nonetheless. It will be an absolute war nonetheless, and I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. After their first encounter, I'm intrigued. And after this emotional sit-down interview with Ilya Dragunov, this should be really good. This should be really good. So then we get the next match. It's a 2-on-1 handicap match with Saxon Huxley versus Jack Stars and Levi Moore. 2-on-1 handicap match. Not really much not really much special of anything here. They had a drop kick crossbody block combo by Stars and Moore for a 2 count. Huxley then knocks Muir off the ring apron. Then Stars hits a running forearm smash. Then Stars unloads with a flurry of strikes. Then Stars uppercuts Huxley. Huxley with the Lou Thesz press. Huxley then transitions into a ground and pound attack. And Huxley punches Stars in the back. Huxley with a crossface, and then Huxley applies the cravate. Then Stars with elbows into the midsection of Huxley. Huxley then answers with Muay Thai knee strikes. Huxley with a big heel throw. Huxley then knocks Mirror off the apron. Huxley with a running hip smash. Huxley with a running boot. Then Huxley clotheslines Mirror. Huxley rolls Stars back into the ring. Fast forwarding this match, we then get Stars. And then fast forwarding this match, we then get Stars connecting with a sunset flip onto Saxon Huxley to pick up the win. So Saxon Huxley loses this handicap match to Levi Muir and Jack Stars. Then after this match, Huxley attacks both Stars and Muir from behind with a double clothesline. Huxley beats down on both of these two guys. And then out comes Dave Mastiff. He storms into the ring to make the save. Then Dave Mastiff and Saxon Huxley then have the stare down. And that was that. Not a big fan of Saxon Huxley, in my opinion. This 1-1 handicap match I didn't really care much of, honestly. But Dave Mastiff coming out, and he has a stare down with Saxon Huxley. I don't know what to think about that. Saxon Huxley is not all that great in my opinion, but who I think is definitely good is Dave Mastiff. Dave Mastiff, I'm a fan of, man. Dave Mastiff, I'm definitely a big fan of. And if there's anyone who can carry Saxon Huxley to a decent match, it's Dave Mastiff. And and that's my opinion on that. But Dave Mastiff, man, being in that ring with Dave Mastiff, I would not want to be in that ring with him taking that cannonball in the corner from Dave Mastiff, man. Holy shit. That cannonball that Dave Mastiff does, Dave Mastiff, they call him the Bomber. He's like, what, 350, 300, 400 pounds? That running cannonball he does in the corner. Man, oh man, imagine being Dave Mastiff's opponent and you got to take that cannonball from Dave Mastiff. I swear to God, in that ring with Dave Mastiff, he would squish you like a fucking ant, man. Holy crap. Holy shit, man. But it's like Dave Mastiff hits that cannonball onto you in the corner. Like, it's like they say, get a spatula, you know? But Dave Mastiff, man, definitely one of my favorites in NXT UK. I definitely like what he does, and I definitely like what he brings to the table. He's definitely no slouch. He's definitely good at what he does, is Dave Mastiff. And Dave Mastiff is better than Braun Strowman, guys. And Dave Mastiff, he doesn't run fast like like Braun Strowman does, and that's all Braun Strowman does is run fast. Woo! Woo! Braun Strowman, because he runs fast, and that's all he does is run fast, is Braun Strowman. But Braun Strowman running fast now, because his leg is all injured. The Strowman Express had too much fuel in the gas tank that the Strowman Express ran out of gas so quickly. But not only that, the Strowman Express had a major flat tire. Man, oh man. But yes, Dave Mastiff is better than Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's no monster. Who's the real monster? Lance Archer. Luchasaurus, Brian Cage, Wardlow, Raquel Gonzalez, and Dave Mastiff. Those are real monsters, not Braun Strowman. Like Dave Mastiff, Raquel Gonzalez, Luchasaurus, Wardlow, Brian Cage, Lance Archer. Those six, at least those six don't run fast, like Braun Strowman, like Raquel Gonzalez, Dave Mastiff, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Wardlow. Those six don't run fast. You don't see those, like those six, you don't see them run fast, But anyways, moving on here. So then we get the next segment of this show. We then get, just looking on my phone, seeing if I got anything from Twitter or something, or text or whatever, but thought Adam was texting me or whatever. But anyways, then we get the next segment. We go to Sid Scala's office, and Piper Niven approaches Sid Scala. She says she's tired of Jenny's actions as of late and says she wants Jenny one-on-one, said Piper Niven. So then we get later on towards the end of the show, we get announced on NXT UK in 3 weeks, one-on-one, Jenny versus Piper Niven. So that should be really good. So that should be a good match come 3 weeks on NXT UK. So then the next match we get, or next segment, I should say. The next segment, Walter and A-Kid. A-Kid comes to the ring. He says, I'm the first NXT UK Heritage Cup champion, the first ever NXT UK Heritage Cup champion. And that's a milestone, not only for me, but also for the country that I represent, Spain. A-Kid, Adam's favorite, A-Kid. A-Kid, A-Kid then also says, these last few months have been amazing. I managed to beat 7 men in the Heritage Cup tournament. Last week, I defeated one of the best wrestlers in the world, Tyler Bate, which was awesome last week. On NXT UK, Tyler Bate and A-Kid, that was awesome. A-Kid then also says, he was my mentor. The last thing he taught me was that I belong with the best. So the next step for me is very clear now. I want to prove that not only I belong with the best, but that I am the best. That's why I challenge you, Walter. I challenge you for the NXT UK Championship. This was a dream, but now it is a reality. And then out comes Walter. The NXT UK champion, Walter, comes out with no music, which I appreciate. Walter, hold on. Another drink. I don't know what's up in my throat. Holy shit. Anyways. So then Walter comes out with no music. He says, excuse me, the next time you step foot into my ring, you wipe your dirty feet on the ring apron. And let me talk to you real quick. I will admit, watching you in the Heritage Cup tournament was great. You showed off your technical ability. You showed a lot of fire and passion. And I can really see you are very proud to be a professional wrestler. But how dare you stand in this ring? Run your mouth like you represent the heritage of this sport. You're not me. You're nothing special. Just like everyone else that climbed the ladder of success. Your fairy tale is going to end when you step in the ring with me. And let me remind you real quick, one thing that will never change and that is that I am the NXT UK champion, says Walter. Then we have the stare down with A-Kid and Walter. And I think that also, so then A-Kid and Walter then have the stare down in the ring with each other. And then I think also they announced, I think it was next week or a few weeks, I think. They also announced after this, I think. I may be mistaken, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think they then announced after this segment next week or a few weeks, A-Kid versus Walter for the NXT UK Championship. I think either next week or in a few weeks of NXT UK, whichever one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what I've heard, if not mistaken. I think, but anyways, a good segment here. Is A-Kid gonna beat Walter? Definitely not. Is A-Kid gonna look good? I guess A-Kid beating Walter, is that believable? No. Is A-Kid versus Walter gonna be a good match? Yes. Now A-Kid believable against Walter, I could be proven wrong, but A-Kid and Walter, is it gonna be a good match? Yes. Is A-Kid gonna beat Walter for the NXT UK title? No. That spot is preserved for Ilya Dragunov. He is the one to take the belt off Walter when there's fans back. Hopefully that's soon. But that's that. And that was that and all that with the segment. Good segment here with A-Kid and Walter. Or should I say Walter. Walter. So then, after this, we then get the next match. Third match of the night. We get, or before this, we get Kenny Williams backstage discussing his injury with Amir Jordan. And then we get another thing, so we get that backstage segment. Then we get another video package thing of Trent Seven discussing the finals, discussing the finals of the Heritage Cup tournament finals. Trent Seven discusses the really good match he had with A-Kid weeks ago. Trent Seven talks about that. And then we get the third match. Rampage Brown versus Josh Morrell. This wasn't really this match didn't really last that long, and pretty much a showcase match for Rampage Brown, pretty much a squash match in my opinion. Not really much of anything here. But Rampage Brown versus Josh Morrell. Yeah, I think Morrell, one of them. So you have the collar and elbow tie-up to start the match. Then Brown backs Morrell into the turnbuckles. Morrell avoids the knife-edge chop. Then Morrell applies a side headlock, but Brown whips Morrell across the ring. Morrell then slides under Brown. Tie-up by Brown. Morrell ducks to clothesline from Brown. Brown then with a big back body drop. And he back body, like Rampage Brown. He back body dropped Josh Morrell so high in the air. Like, I swear to God, I thought he almost hit the ceiling, man. Holy shit. What a back body drop from Rampage Brown. Which looked cool. This is probably the one cool spot of this match here. So then Brown kicks Morrell out of. So then after this, Brown then kicks Morrell right out of the ring. Then Rampage. So then right after this back body drop spot, Rampage Brown then kicks Morrell right out of the ring. Then Rampage Brown runs right out of the ring to throw. Was Rampage Brown to throw Morrell back into the ring? Then Brown punches Morrell in the back, and then Brown punches Morrell in the back, and then Brown rolls Morrell back into the ring. Body slam by Brown. Brown with 2 elbow drops. Brown then sends Morrell to the corner. Brown with clubbing shoulder blocks. Brown then kicks Morrell in the back. forearm smash by Brown. Brown then toys around with Morrell, and then Morrell with heavy body shots. Morrell then attacks Brown with a jawbreaker. Morrell then dives over Brown. Morrell drop kicks Brown. Then Morrell with a standing corkscrew moonsault for a 1 count. Morrell then delivers his combination offense. Brown then reverses out of the Irish whip from Morrell. Morrell ducks a clothesline from Brown. Brown then goes for a powerbomb, but Morrell lands back on his feet. Brown then clotheslines Morrell. Brown powerbombs Morrell. And then Rampage Brown connects with the Dr. Bomb, that gut wrench sit out powerbomb for the 1-2-3. And Rampage Brown defeats Josh Morrell in this one-on-one matchup via pinfall. Not really much here with this match outside of that big back body drop, but that was that, in my opinion. Not terrible, but not really, but not too much, if you ask me. And then we got Sid Scala having a big announcement. He says, breaking news. If all parties are in agreement, we will see NXT UK champion Walter versus A-Kid for the NXT UK championship in the near future. Very intriguing if this dream match becomes a reality. And then they also announced NXT UK episode next week, day of Christmas Eve, Thursday next week, NXT UK. They announced that as well. And then we got the main event for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. Gallus of Mark Coffey and Wolfgang defending the NXT UK Tag Team titles against the Hunt of Primate and Wild Boar with Eddie Dennis. They get to the introduction of like the challengers and the champions of the spotlight thing, which I really love. When you have a championship match, it just makes the championship match feel more important. It gives it that big feel, that special feel. And I'm really a fan of like what they do with the championship matches, where they have the spotlights and the champions and challengers. It makes the championship match feel like a big deal, and I like what they do with that. So that I just want to say right there, right now. So Jay Melrose attacks Wolfgang before the bell rings. Melrose then tees off on Wolfgang. Wolfgang then with a forearm smash, and then Melrose drives his knee into the midsection of Wolfgang. Melrose then punches Wolfgang in the back. Melrose then tags in Hitchman. Or no, Primate. Sorry. Primate then tags in Jay Melrose Primate, I believe. Yeah. And then Wild Boar then gets tagged in. Then Primate is repeatedly stomping on Wolfgang's chest. Wild Boar is then throwing haymakers at Wolfgang. Wild Boar then with clubbing blows to Wolfgang's back, and then Wild Boar continues to stomp on Wolfgang's chest. Wolfgang then takes a swipe from Primate, or then takes a swipe at Primate, this Wolfgang. Hit, and then Wild Boar with a shoulder block. Wild Boar then tags in Primate. Primate then delivers a gut punch. Primate headbutts Wolfgang. Primate is then putting the boots to Wolfgang. Primate then tags in Wild Boar. Wolfgang is displaying his fighting spirit. And then the Hunt are double teaming Wolfgang. Wolfgang then with 2 shoulder tackles. Wolfgang then drives Wild Boar back first into the turnbuckles as Wolfgang, and then Mark Coffey tags himself in. Mark Coffey with a straight right hand. Mark Coffey then body slams Wild Boar, and then a forearm exchange. And then Mark Coffey applies then applies a side headlock. Then does Mark Coffey. Wolfgang then makes the blind tag. Wild Boar whips Mark Coffey across the ring. Mark Coffey drops Wild Boar with a shoulder tackle. Wolfgang then with a side headlock takeover. Wolfgang then applies the Cobra Clutch. Mark Coffey tags himself in. Mark Coffey then with a forearm shot across the back of Wild Boar. Coffey then applies a wrist lock. Coffey with a side Russian leg sweep. Coffey maintains wrist control. And then Wild Boar hammers down on the back of Coffey's neck. Then Coffey rocks Wild Boar with a forearm smash. Coffey then applies a front face lock. Coffey's distracted by Eddie Dennis then afterwards. And then Wild Boar then punches Coffey in the back. Second forearm exchange. Coffey uppercuts Wild Boar. Wild Boar then starts biting Joe Coffey's Mark Coffey's forehead. Wild Boar then starts to bite at Mark Coffey's forehead. And then Wild Boar with a corner spear. Wild Boar then hits a corner spear. Wild Boar then tags in Primate. Double Irish whip. Double back body drop for a 2 count. Primate then transitions into a ground and pound attack. This Primate then punches Mark Coffey in the back. Primate then headbutts Mark Coffey, and then Primate then body slams Mark Coffey. Primate then tags in Wild Boar. And then an assisted senton splash for a 2 count. Wild Boar applies for a rear chin lock, and then Mark Coffey then does some forearm shivers. Wild Boar dumps Mark Coffey out of the ring, and then Primate then drives Mark Coffey back first into the steel barricade. Primate then rolls Mark Coffey back in the ring. Wild Boar with the running senton splash for a 2 count. Wild Boar with the lateral press for a 2 count. Wild Boar with clubbing blows to Mark Coffey's chest for a 2 count. Wild Boar applies a front face lock. Wild Boar tags in Primate, and Primate punches Coffey in the ribs. Coffey with a chop / forearm combination from Mark Coffey. Primate then drives his knee into the midsection of Mark Coffey. Primate with a cheap shot to Wolfgang. Melrose then tags in, not Melrose, sorry. Primate then tags in Wild Boar. Double Irish whip. Mark Coffey kicks Wild Boar in the chest. Mark Coffey ducks clothesline from Primate. Coffey goes for the O'Connor roll, but Primate holds onto the ropes. Mark Coffey drops Primate with a running European uppercut. Mark Coffey sends Wild Boar face first into the middle turnbuckle pad. Wild Boar stomps Coffey in his tracks. Primate then pulls Wolfgang off the apron. Primate then pulls Wolfgang off of the apron. Wolfgang then with the straight right hand, and then Mark Coffey tags in Wolfgang. Wolfgang with the big boot. Wolfgang unloads a flurry of jabs. So Wolfgang's on fire here. He gets the hot tag. Wolfgang then hits Wild Boar then sends Wild Boar into the corner, then does Wolfgang. Wolfgang then with a leaping senton splash. Wolfgang with a hip toss to Primate. Wolfgang follows that with a crossbody block into the turnbuckles. Wolfgang then knocks Primate off the apron. Wolfgang then hits the reverse suplex for a 2 count. Primate dumps Coffey out of the ring. Wolfgang goes for the running power slam, but Dennis gets in the way. Wolfgang starts choking Dennis. Wild Boar with the reverse senton splash. Primate with a flying axe handle strike off the apron. Joe Coffey then delivers the Glasgow send-off. Flash Mark Webster, Mark Andrews then shove the Hunt off the top turnbuckles. Wolfgang tags in Mark Coffey. No, not Joe Coffey delivers the Glasgow send-off. Mark Coffey, sorry. So then Wolfgang tags in Mark Coffey. And then Gallus connects with their power slam, step up enziguri combination to pick up the win and to retain the NXT UK Tag Team Championship. So the winners of this match and still your NXT UK Tag Team Champions, Gallus of Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. And then after this match, Pretty Deadly then comes out to confront Gallus. And then Ashton Smith and Oliver Carter then rolls Pretty Deadly into the ring. Gallus then demolishes Pretty Deadly. And then Gallus demolishes Pretty Deadly to close the show. And that is that for NXT UK for yesterday, December 17th of 2020. Really good tag team title match last night in NXT UK, man. Really good stuff. Hey, main roster, especially on Monday Night Raw, take notes. Take notes from AEW and take notes from NXT UK. That is how you present tag team wrestling. That is how it's supposed to be done. That is how tag team wrestling and professional wrestling is supposed to be done. Stuff like that with what AEW is doing and what NXT UK is doing. Right there. Right there. This is a really good NXT UK tag team title match yesterday, NXT UK, December 17th of 2020. Really good NXT UK tag team title match. Really good stuff. And the Hunt is feuding with Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. That feud doesn't need the championship, so Gallus retaining was the right decision. And Gallus is the champions. No reason to take titles off them right now. I would not take the titles. I would not take the titles off of them. I would not take the titles off of them right now. I would have them hold on. I would have them hold on to those titles for a while, and I would have them chuck those titles to whoever in front of actual live fans whenever that time comes. But right now, no reason to take the titles off them. And this was a good tag title match yesterday on NXT UK. Really good stuff here. Really good main event. Really good NXT UK tag title match yesterday on NXT UK. Really good match. Really good main event. And really good title match yesterday on NXT UK for the NXT UK tag titles yesterday on NXT UK. And overall, a decent show yesterday for NXT UK, in my opinion. Had some good wrestling. He had some good storylines going on, and they have at least a few matches announced in the next upcoming few weeks, at least for NXT UK, which I love to see. Jenny and Piper Niven should be good. A-Kid and Walter should be good whenever that happens. And the Hunt versus Flash Morgan Webster, Mark Andrews in that feud, I'm really liking that as of late. And Eddie Dennis with the Hunt, at first I was not a big fan of Eddie Dennis. He was not all that great in my opinion, but now Eddie Dennis with the Hunt, I'm liking. And I'm liking what they're doing, man, and really starting to like the pairing. I really am. And yes, Eddie Dennis. And that's like when I look at Eddie Dennis, am I the only one when I look at Eddie Dennis, I think of Lone Wolf Baron Corbin? And Eddie Dennis is better than Baron Corbin, by the way. Baron Corbin, take notes from Eddie Dennis. You know, I just thought I'd say that. Baron Corbin, take notes from Eddie Dennis. That is how you play a heel. But I just thought I'd say that right now to you guys. But anyways, yeah. Eddie Dennis with the Hunt, in all seriousness, I'm liking what they're doing with those guys. And I'm liking the feud as of late. One of the feuds in NXT UK is of late. One of the feuds in NXT UK is of late. One of them I'm really liking with the Hunt versus Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. And NXT UK has some really good stuff going on as of late. And I know some of you don't watch NXT UK, but some of you that haven't watched before, I would Seriously, go out of your way and watch it. It's really good. So now where it's on the WWE Network is NXT UK, and it's much better than Monday Night Raw. It's much better than the main roster. Better than Raw and SmackDown, especially Raw. But, yeah. NXT UK yesterday. A good show. Definitely a good show yesterday for NXT UK. And that's your NXT UK review. I'm getting out of here right now. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the NXT UK review right here in the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and had a good time right here for this video. And this is your NXT UK review from NXT UK yesterday, December 17th of 2020. I will see you next time in the very near future right here on the channel for more good content right here on the Furious Nation YouTube channel. We got SmackDown tonight on FS1. We got Bayley and Bianca Belair, should be good. We got the SmackDown Tag Team title match, Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler versus the Street Profits. We got Sasha Banks looking to get her revenge on Carmella. We got Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and their stuff should be really good. We got Sami Zayn hosting the first annual Sammy Awards, should be entertaining. And hopefully tonight's a decent show on FS1, I hope. It can't be worse than Raw. I mean, it's just not possible, you know? How do you get worse than Raw, man? I don't think anything can be worse than Raw. And Raw this past Monday, man, so bad. I ripped that show to shreds on Monday night. I did. So if you haven't done so already and haven't watched that video yet, go check out my Raw review from this past Monday night, where I totally bury Raw from this past Monday night. So make sure you go check that out. Other videos to go and check out. Make sure you check out my Dynamite and NXT reviews from a few hours ago with today. Make sure you check those out when those videos are done processing, and make sure you check those videos out as well. We got SmackDown tonight on FS1. Hopefully it's a decent show. And then we got TLC this Sunday. I'm going to be reviewing SmackDown most likely tomorrow on Saturday as well, the 19th of this month. So look out for the SmackDown review. So SmackDown, though, so it's SmackDown tonight at FS1. The review for that. Look out for that tomorrow right here in this channel. And also tomorrow, look out for the TLC 2020 preview and predictions as well for tomorrow. I'll be going over the match card for TLC this Sunday, and I'll go over who I think is going to win each match and predictions, etc., etc. So tomorrow, SmackDown review and TLC 2020 preview and predictions. Those two videos tomorrow right here on the channel. Look out for those tomorrow. And that is that. Follow me on Twitter at FioreNick579. Follow me on Instagram at NicholasFiore2014. And follow me on Facebook at Nicholas_Fiore_31. And hit that like button on this very video. I'm urging you, I'm begging you, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And make sure you hit that bell for all notifications. Then that way, all of you guys are notified whenever I upload videos from the channel right here onto youtube.com. So hit that bell for all notifications. Hit that subscribe button and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that like button for this very video. This is your NXT UK review from NXT UK yesterday, December 17th, 2020. I'm Nick Fiore. This is Furious Nation YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the NXT UK review right here on this very channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys had a good time here in this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me right here for the NXT UK review video right here on the channel. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, you guys. And hope you guys enjoyed the video and had a good time right here with this video. And I will see you in the future right here on the Furious Nation YouTube channel, right here on youtube.com for the SmackDown review for the SmackDown review for tonight's SmackDown review. With SmackDown tonight, SmackDown review tomorrow, and then also tomorrow, the TLC 2020 preview and predictions video. So look out for those for tomorrow. I'm Nick Fiore, Fiore's Nation YouTube channel, right here on YouTube.com. I'm Nick Fiore, Fiore's Nation YouTube channel, right here on YouTube.com. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the NXT UK review. Hope you guys had a good time here in the channel and enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time right here in the channel tomorrow for the SmackDown review and for the TLC 2020 preview and predictions, the preview and predictions video for TLC 2020. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday today, and I will see you tomorrow for the SmackDown review and the TLC 2020 preview and predictions video. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the NXT UK review right here in this channel. I will see you tomorrow for SmackDown review right here in the channel and for the TLC preview and predictions video for 2020 TLC with tomorrow. Talk to you guys later, and thank you.